everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot. These are your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I've set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements. So you're welcome to look at any or all of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the placement or placements that you wish to view. Also, keep in mind, this is the most important part of the reading. This is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Don't force the message if it's not yours. Don't drop any hate. It's just not your message. It's someone else's. And that's okay. You're welcome to check another placement. With all of that said, now let's begin. A couple other little PSAs. It's a kind of like dreary day today. It was, and it still is. So I'm wearing sweatpants, sweatshirts. So excuse the outfit. And I'm going to try to do all 12 signs in one run. So if I have to break to like take a sip of my tea here, please be okay with that. Sometimes I get some really hateful messages in the comments about that, but it's almost impossible to channel without taking a sip. So with all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. I hope that you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Your angel number is 26. You have a desire to succeed, and you will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. This week, my dear, you are tactful. Message from the universe. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Message from your spirit guides. Presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, to stop ruminating about the past or even longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you may miss its beauty. Message from Archangel Michael. Embrace this magical moment, card number 11. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. And your Moonology card here for the week. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. I think your tarot card for the week reading, this week, Aries, was that some of you are holding on to something, like a past disappointment, a past betrayal, whether that was something you did to someone else and you're holding on to the guilt or the shame of it, or someone did it to you and you're just holding on to that feeling of, betrayal, or maybe even like betrayal trauma. So there's something here that you're holding on to, and it's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to really allow yourself to be at peace with whatever happened back there, and to not allow that experience or experiences to taint your current life or the current decisions that are before you at this time. There's a need here for you to be very present in the moment. And don't allow your past to take that from you. And again, past mistakes or past trauma. Definitely time for you to embrace the today, right? Embrace this magical moment. Be present in today. You deserve inner peace. Let the past go. I think if you're able to do that, you then obtain the clarity and the strength that you need to move forward towards this goal, this wish, or this dream that you have. I feel like the only thing holding you back is that past experience or experiences. Tell me more about this here for Aries. And I'm noticing like my throat chakra now is going. So I feel like whatever this is that you have buried like deep inside of you, I don't think you talk about it much. I don't think you tell many people. In fact, you might even get choked up if you were to have to speak about it. Tell me more about this here for Aries. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Sun, which I love. We have the Six of Wands, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. Aries, who the hell did I just tap into? So I have a group of you where there is an opportunity here on the table, whether that's one that you are creating for yourself or one that is coming in for you and being offered to you by someone else. The opportunity is here. Now, for a group of you, you may be energetically blocking this opportunity because you're holding on to guilt, shame, remorse, or regret because of something you either did in the past or something that was done to you. And so with this full moon in Taurus coming up on November 5th, I know that it's next week, but this may be a good time for you to begin releasing whatever that was. So this new opportunity can come in because for some of you, it's just an energetic block. So you kind of have to clear your energy, and that comes by releasing the past, right? Letting it finally go and coming to peace with what happened. For others of you, the decision is on the table right now. You know what this is. Again, whether it's something that you want to create for yourself or something you want to go out there and obtain for yourself or an opportunity that someone has given to you. So for some of you, this is on the table. Tell me about the Sun card. I mean, it is the happiest card in the deck. And I see it as 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But I also see it as healing. And again, I go back to there's a wound here within the Aries collective that needs to be healed, so they can then have victory in moving forward to this Page of Pentacles, which consequently holds the Ace of Pentacles. So whether that Ace of Pentacles opportunity has already been presented to you and you've been indecisive about it, or you're energetically blocking it, it's there for the taking. But your vehicle to get to it or to obtain it comes with healing. Tell me about the healing aspect here for Aries. What do they need to know about that? What do they need to know about this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Cups, the Tower, and the Page of Cups. So again, you get two aces basically, right? Because we had the Page of Pentacles, we saw the Ace of Pentacles. Now you have the Ace of Cups. This is what the Page of Cups holds. So whether this is in career and finance, love and romance, maybe even both for some of you, it instantly comes in. Or, it either comes in or then you get clear-minded enough to know whether or not you want to take the opportunity, for those of you where it's already on the table. But it comes through healing. Can we get 3 cards of advice here for Aries? How can they go about healing whatever this has been for them in their past? Advice for healing. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Death card. Put it to bed once and for all. King of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Put it to bed once and for all. This 6 of Cups incident or this old connection, like whatever this was for you. And in that ending, you will find that you will be able to not only reground yourself and restabilize yourself, but you'll also find this clearing, because I think for some of you, your intuition could be a bit blocked also. And I think it's because you're holding on to something. You're either holding on to shame or guilt, or you're holding on to some sort of betrayal trauma or like an abandonment wound. So, I'm asking for what you can do. We are currently in Scorpio season. The Death card is Scorpionic energy. We have a full moon in Taurus on November 5th, which is the opposite sign of Scorpio and is taking place in Scorpio season. So your advice here is to get together a full moon ritual and work on it this week, so then you can implement it next week. And if you don't know how to do that, I have a little tutorial on my website. It's free. You can visit thetimelinetarot.com. Click on resources. You may have to scroll a bit. There's a full moon ritual there. And I would just get all of your supplies. For some of you, you may need to actually write a letter to that individual. Not that you're mailing it to them, but it's kind of part of the energetic clearing ritual that you'll need to do in the energy of the full moon. But I would use this week to gather all of that stuff. And then in the full moon in Taurus on the 5th, release it and let it go once and for all. I think you're going to feel a lot more energized and a lot more grounded and balanced. And soon after that, you'll start feeling a lot more connected to your intuition. So whether this is an opportunity you're creating for yourself or one that is offered to you, you will have like absolute clarity on how to go about attaining it or receiving it, or whether or not you should accept it or not. But I feel like all of that will happen. It's like almost instantaneously, because again, the Tower is ruled by Pluto. Its ruling planet is Pluto, and Pluto rules Scorpio. So I feel like this is your moment. This is your moment to clear this, whatever this has been for you, once and for all, so you can move forward with your life towards achieving that goal that you want, that Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and for some of you, even both. That's what I have for you this week, Aries. Those are your angel messages. If you like this message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hype the video if you're able to do that, and be sure to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week ahead. You have angel number 13. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook will keep you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. This week, you are confident. Love it. Message from the universe. What's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. What was never yours is starting to leave your life. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when blank happens. Learn to be happy right now. Message from your spirit guides. Expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to get out of your comfort zone, Taurus. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and then go for them. Message from Archangel Michael. Trust the guidance you are receiving. Card number 35. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I'm also present to clear away your worries so that you can trust your divine guidance. And your Moonology card here for the week. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Well, we have a new moon in Scorpio on November 19th. We have a full moon in your sign, which is taking place during Scorpio season on November 5th. There's something here that no longer works for you. You already know what it is. Situation, environment, connection. Could be a diet regimen for some of you. Whatever it is, you already know that it's time to move on from it. I think the only reason why you're staying in it, or maybe even I heard putting up with it, is because it is a comfort zone. And in that comfort zone, you're afraid to move away from it or to completely disengage from it. But I feel like the universe is telling you it's time for you to expand, Taurus. Expand beyond where you are. I feel like where you're currently at is very limited. The situation, environment, or connection, like there's no growth there anymore. I feel like you have outgrown it. I think it's time for you to like push through those fears and be confident enough to move forward. What is this all about here for Taurus? I noticed even the way your cards shuffle. I think you're nervous to do that, although intuitively you know that it's time. What is this for Taurus? Tell me more about this here for my bull gang. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Three of Cups. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Chariot. Oh, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Wands. There's a card of expansion. Taurus, you have something beautiful that is waiting for you on the other side of this. I think you're having a hard time letting go of whatever or whomever this is, because at some point in time, you felt victory with it, or there was happiness with it, or there was camaraderie with it. There was a feeling of celebration and everything's going to be okay. And I don't know what this is for you. It could be a project. It could be a skill. It could be a situation, environment. It could be a connection here in your life. At one time, it made you happy. At one time, it helped to emotionally stabilize you. It brought some joy into your life. It had promise to it. But those three cups are now spilt over. If you can see here we're celebrating, and now the same three cups are spilt over. And I feel like a lot of you are stuck ruminating on the three cups that have spilled over, right? Why isn't this job working out? There was so much promise when I started here, right? Why am I now feeling this way about it? Why isn't this friendship or this familial connection or this romantic partnership working out? It had so much promise at one time. And now it's like the cups have been spilled over. But actually, if you look at the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, which I have over there, the three cups that are spelt over, there's actually like green poison coming out of them, which says that for me anyway, as a reader, I've always interpreted that as what you have lost or what you are losing wasn't really the Three of Cups. Like it no longer served your purpose. It may have started making you sick, emotionally sick, financially sick, psychologically sick. It just kind of spoiled. And when it got to that point where it spoiled and it was no longer good for you, it's like the universe kind of knocked the cups out of your hand. And although you want to get back to this, it's like you can't get back to this. Like once milk spoils, it's spoiled. You know what I mean? Like there's no getting back to this with this present situation, environment, or connection. But victory, triumph, and success, even more than what that situation, environment, or connection could have ever provided you with, is here. All you need to do is get in that chariot and move on. And you end up in the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, which is a hell of a lot better than the three cups here that weren't working out for you. Actually, in this deck, it's kind of probably hard to see from this angle or from this distance, but they're actually, you can see part of the green poison coming out of the one cup here in the corner. So this is not poisonous happiness. This is not poisonous abundance. And I feel like it's yours for the taking. but you're going to need to work through those fears to get into the chariot. The individual who sits in the chariot is the Emperor or Empress of Tarot. And I feel like that's what you need to do here. Tell me more about the Five of Cups here. The Devil card. Did you see how that came flying out of the deck? So whatever this was, maybe at some point in time, there was cause for celebration or victory or happiness, but it turned toxic. Remember I was talking about the poison in the cups? At some point, it turned toxic. That's why the universe came and knocked it out of your hand. It was like, Taurus, stop drinking from that cup. And you're like, but I like that cup. That was, you know, that was my favorite, whatever, beverage. And the universe is like, no, I've got better stuff for you over here. Stop drinking out of this. It's poison. It's toxic. Five of Wands. It's no longer in alignment with you. Queen of Cups. And it literally had to protect you. It's like the divine intervened here and put a lid on that chalice on the cup. The Queen of Cups holds the Ace of Cups. And it's like the universe had to come and like put a lid on it. Like, don't drink from that anymore. It's no longer aligned with you. It's no longer healthy for you. So whatever or whomever this is, if you're wondering here, how do I move on from it? I would almost look at it like continuing to engage with it is literally poisonous for you or is bad for your health. Like I said, your financial health or your emotional health, sexual health, your physical health, take it how it resonates to you. But that's why that lid was put on that cup. It was to protect you. Judgment. It's like you weren't making the choice, so the divine had to make it for you. And if you haven't experienced that yet, but I do believe most of you have, then it's about to happen. Judgment, Lovers, and the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like the universe wants to take you in another direction to collaborate elsewhere. Because those three cups spoiled, it's almost like you'll be rewarded with Three of Pentacles as opposed to Three of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles, it's more solid and more grounded, and it's more aligned with you. This is a very collaborative feeling, like we are building something together. We are working together. I kind of feel like this gave the illusion of being solid, steady, and grounded, but at the end of the day, it wasn't. Or it stopped being that. Tell me where Taurus is heading in that chariot. Where's Taurus heading in that chariot? Going a little long on this message, Taurus. I apologize. One more shuffle. Where are you headed, my dear? Four of Wands. I mean, need we say more? High Priestess and the Magician. Oh, my God. Where are you headed? Towards your manifestation, towards real structure and real stability and real happiness. And something that you're manifesting. Like something that you really want. That's what's waiting for you. What's waiting for you is on the other side of walking away from whomever or whatever this is. Trust the guidance that you're receiving at this time. If you're feeling inclined to move in a different direction, work through those fears and do that, Taurus. Because I feel like this is going to like blow your mind when you get there. When you get to that job or that destination or in that relationship, like whatever this is for you, you're going to look back and go, oh my God, why did I spend so much time in that or with that? That's the feeling I'm getting here. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. First card out, Judgment. Make the judgment call. Go within. Listen to your intuition. Judgment. Page of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of deck. Queen of Swords. See it clearly. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. All hope is not lost. Just because those 3 cups spill does not mean there's not another cup waiting out there for you. It most certainly is. And it comes in very quickly as soon as you decide to move on from whomever or whatever this is. So let's say this is work related. You make the conscious decision here this week, right? You have that straight up honest conversation in Queen of Swords energy with yourself. You're like, you know what? This job no longer serves my highest purpose. I am making that judgment call. I'm listening to my intuition. And now I'm going to actively put together my resume, get together my references, launch myself out there into the world to see what else is out there. Do I need to create an Indeed profile, a LinkedIn profile, whatever it is that you need to do, and get your resume and application out there before you even realize it, that new offer comes in. It'll feel like it happened instantaneously, and it kind of did, because you made the right judgment call for yourself. And once that offer comes in, then you're able to move on from the job that you're currently at. But this doesn't come in until you're fully aligned with yourself and you understand that there's no need to cry over spilt milk. It's not spilt milk. It was poisonous milk. There's no need for you to be here anymore. And once you have that honest conversation with yourself and you're like, now I want the new, and you apply yourself, the new comes in. Like literally like lightning fast. Surprised we didn't see the tower for you, but I feel like it comes in lightning fast. That is what I have for you, Taurus, at this time. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe, or hype this video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at our angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 777. I loves it. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calm will be in your soul this week. This week, my dear, you are in the flow. Message from the universe. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean, and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Now, this could be financial debt, could also be karmic debt. So we'll see where we go with the message. Message from your spirit guides. Lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do that. Message from Archangel Michael. Don't give up on love. Card number 9. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Don't mother F me if you don't want the person back. It could just be that you can open up your heart to new love. Okay, let's keep going with the message. Moonology card for the week. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Okay, where are we going with this message? I heard some of you going like, I don't want him back. I don't want her back. Okay, it's just saying don't give up on love. And that could be a relationship with yourself as well. That can be healed. And it doesn't have to be romantic love either. Okay, so get off my back, Gemini. All right. What does Gemini need to know about these messages? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Strength, the Emperor, and the Queen of Pentacles. Well, there's your financial debt. Knight of Wands, the Lovers, and the Death card. Okay, some of you are having a huge turnaround in your finances. Or I should say, you will have the opportunity to turn your finances around. It will require you to take the inspired action. All right, what is this all about? We're going to look into financial, and then we'll look into love for you. So I see something here that if you were to tap a little bit into your Leo energy, if you look at your birth chart, all 12 signs are there, right? All 12 houses are there. If you can tap into this Leo energy and gather the strength and the courage or the fortitude to do something bold and brave in terms of your finances, it ends up paying off for you. So maybe you need to learn a skill. Maybe you need to expand upon a skill you have. Maybe you need to learn some new technology. Maybe you need to incorporate AI into the work that you do. There's something here, launching your own business, maybe expanding the business you have. There's something here that right now, the thought of doing it or the thought of learning it or the thought of building it or expanding it makes you a little weak in the knees, and not in a good way. There's a little bit of fear inside the Gemini collective, and that's common because although we have beautiful mercurial minds and we come up with a million ideas a day, we're also the most indecisive sign out of the 12, and we usually don't move forward on an idea that we have, as brilliant as it is. And I feel like that weak in the knees feeling is because sometimes we fall into 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and all 3 of those cards are attributed to us, astrologically speaking. So there is something here that you want to do, or you want to move towards, or you want to learn, or you want to build, but you're a little scared to do it. And Source is just saying, if you can tap into that fire energy within you, which again, if you look at your birth chart, you do have all 4 elements at some point, some placement. Tap into that. You have the ability to do that, to really step into your power here as the emperor of your finances, whether you're masculine or feminine. And it's like financial abundance comes in very quick. Like you learn the skill very fast, and then suddenly you're able to get a job where you make more money, or your current job gives you a raise, or you're able to launch the business, or you're able to expand the business. There's something here that you've been wanting to do, and maybe you've been nervous about doing it, or you're like, oh, I'm close to retirement, I'm just going to stay at this job. No, I'm not telling you to quit your job this week, but there's something you can do that will make you more money. Don't get too locked into a financial comfort zone. Tell me more about this. So yeah, there is an opportunity coming. And for some of you, you already know what that opportunity is. You already have the idea, well, if I were to learn this, or if I were to open this or expand this, or I could take this little hobby that I have and use it as a side hustle to make some extra money. Like most of you have that skill. but you might be afraid of going full throttle. This is telling you if you go full throttle, that opportunity comes in and you are able to increase your financial wealth. Tell me more about that here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Wow. Gemini, this is a financial opportunity that you would love. And I feel it offers long-term financial growth and that Knight of Pentacles energy. So this is a very reliable, stable, long-term income source for you. That will, once those that level of income comes in for you and those debts begin to be wiped clean, it's like you start to become emotionally balanced. Some of you are a little emotionally scattered because of your finances, because it really affects your emotions on whether or not you can pay your bills or something like that. Or you may have good income, but it might be inconsistent. So there's something here that you know that if you were to do it, learn it, implement it, build it, expand it, it would provide you with long-term financial stability. And I feel like this is your week where you need to explore that idea. You need to explore it. Tell me more about the idea here for Gemini, and then we'll get into love. Because this can almost lead you to be like your own boss or make your own hours, or even if you're working for someone else, it puts you in more of a leadership position or in the position of being able to ask for exactly what you want for pay. And it's like, you'll get it. It's increasing your worth. So again, it could be a new skill, taking the skill you have and expanding it, incorporating new technology. And for some of you, this is becoming your own business owner, or if you are a business owner, doing something that makes you a little nervous when you think about it. But I'm telling you, take the plunge. Just try it. And I think you'll realize, oh my God, I really can do this. And the money's starting to come in easier because of that. Tell me more about this idea. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Six of Wands, victory, Leo energy. I told you, go into Leo. The Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Look, this is beautiful. This is stable, grounded, wiping away your debt. This is nice. Emperor, Empress. I mean, this is very nice, a financial read. The only thing that is blocking you is courage. Don't get mad at me. I just tell you what the cards are. The only thing blocking you is courage. And I'm surprised that I'm saying that to a Gemini, because you are a very courageous sign. Even though you are an air sign, you're not a fire sign, but you have a good amount of courage. You're very mutable. You typically do go with the flow. You don't resist. But for some reason, this makes you nervous. Learning this or doing this makes you nervous. It's the only thing stopping you from financial abundance is yourself. So if this portion of the reading is, resonating for you, please take the initiative this week. A time to give rather than take. I would give some time into learning this, creating this, launching this. Just try it out even. Lighten up. Some of you think it has to be so perfect to launch the business. So perfect to, I'm learning this skill, but I haven't perfected it. I think you need to lighten up. I think you're being too hard on yourself. I don't think it needs to be perfect. I think you just need to start learning it, start expanding it, start launching it. Just start small this week. I think you'll be surprised to see how your finances increase as a result. Now, don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. I have two people here on the board, and I have both of them have their backs turned towards one another. Tell me about the Emperor here. Tell me about the Emperor. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Emperor is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, and Justice. I don't know who you are. It's a general collective reading. You don't have to be a masculine to be the Emperor. We all embody masculine, feminine energy. I have the energy of an Emperor here, of an individual who wants a new beginning, either a fresh new beginning in love, like meeting someone new, or they want to heal a connection that they have a lot of remorse and regret over. Whether they did something or their partner did something. I'm just going to call it person A here. Person A feels like they either want to open up their heart to love to meet a new person, or they want to repair a current connection where there has been some remorse or regret. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Then I have person number 2 here. Tell me about person number 2. Thank you. Person number 2. 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the Fool. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. Person number 2 is heartbroken. Person number 2 is contemplating leaving the connection. So again, take it how it resonates to you. I don't know who you are because it's a general collective reading. One person here wants to fix this because they have remorse and regret. One person here wants to move on from it because of the heartbreak that they incurred over whatever transpired here. Can we get advice here? Also, I feel like I feel like person A is very prideful. They want to fix the connection, but they're not approaching the other person. The other person is very heartbroken, but they're like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on my money. I'm going to focus on my stability. Let's get advice here, because this connection can be healed, but I feel like the two of you need to have a conversation. You're not discussing what transpired, what led to the heartbreak. It's like, okay, I'm just going to focus on my stuff. And then I've got this person here going, okay, I'm going to do this other things. By the way, I'm here. You know, it's like, I'm here, but I'm going to focus on this other stuff. This person, like, I'm going to focus on my other stuff. No one's talking about what happened. So a relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So if you are looking for reconciliation, you need a conversation here. I know you're both very busy with your other responsibilities, but what happened needs to be discussed. And if you don't have someone in your life, or you don't want someone back from the past, or you don't want to fix a current connection, then this is telling you the person you want, someone who's solid and steady, is out there, but you're not energetically clear to meet them. Like you have not fully opened up your heart. You're still dealing with remorse and regret over a connection that you lost. And so for some of you, that could be an energetic block to meeting the new person. So whether this is a connection that you want to fix or heal, you're going to have a conversation. And if this is just a new connection that you want, you're going to have to clear this past regret here. 3 cards of advice here for love. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Magician, the 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. Bottom of that, King of Cups. Yeah. If you want to heal this connection, the Magician is mercurial energy. It is Gemini and Virgo. And so there needs to be a strategic, because Virgo is all about strategy. Gemini energy is about talking. So there needs to be a strategic conversation about what transpired, what wounded the connection in the 9 of Wands before one of you ends up walking away. Because one of you will end up walking away if the connection is not, if what transpired is not discussed. For those of you where, like I said, you don't want this person, the relationship is over, there's still something here about you can manifest your 9 of Cups, but you need to emotionally disengage from the loss. You need to energetically disengage from the loss of this other connection. We have a full moon in Taurus on November 5th. And full moons are all about releasing. And so if I were you, and this is what you want a new person, you don't want the past person, I would do a full moon ritual to not only release the person and cut that energetic cord with them, but I would also release any remorse or regret, or even trauma, betrayal trauma that you may have, because you might still be holding on to it. And I think I told Leo this in their reading this week. Holding on to that resentment actually becomes a block to meeting a new person. So you might want to check out the Leo Tarot card of the week reading if that message is resonating for you. Even if you don't have a Leo placement, the information in that reading would help you. And then, of course, you can go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com, and click on resources. There is a free full moon ritual. You can prepare for it this week, and then that next week, you can actually do that full moon ritual to release that person, as well as, like I said, any betrayal trauma that you have or resentment that's associated with the connection that ended. But that is what I have for you this week, Gemini, for the week of October 26, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Until I read for you again, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 999. Thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, so that you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. This week, my darling, you are unique. Message from the universe. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. Message from your spirit guides. Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Message from Archangel Michael. Stay the course. Card number 29. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Don't go back to the past. I know you don't want to hear me say that. Moonology card here for the week. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Don't go back to the past, whatever this was, whoever this was for you. Okay, tell me more about this. This is interesting. Love yourself enough to say no to that person that offered that opportunity. Leave it in the past. Stay the course. Keep moving forward. There's something new on your path. And I think you know this. If you've been paying attention to the signs, you already know this. Maybe you're already feeling it. Like right now, I just got a bunch of spirituals. Some people call them goosebumps. But you could get feelings like that, where you get those like goosebumps or, yeah, pay attention. Tell me more about this here for Cancer. One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 of Wands. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. It's like your ship is coming in. Keep moving forward. The Emperor and Justice. Okay. The Moon. You can't see it now. The Moon, 8 of Wands, and 9 of Swords. Look, your head is in your hands. You're like, I can't see it. I can't see a better blank. They can. Source can. Love yourself enough to say no to whomever or whatever this is. Someone has left your life or is about to leave your life. I don't mean like they're passing away. I mean, it could be for one of you. But because I noticed on the table here, the individual's having like a cup of coffee. And then across from them is a cup of coffee, but no one is sitting there. And on the table is a camera and there's a candle lit. So it's almost like this person just left memories, right? Because that's what we would take pictures of or videos of, right? With our cameras, with our phones. So it's like they just left their memories and they kind of got up and left the table. Let them go. Someone new is coming to sit. If they want to come back and sit in the chair, say, I'm sorry, that chair is taken. I'm sorry, that chair is taken. Same thing if this is a job. If this was a job that like abruptly fired you and now they're coming back around again and they're like, oh, do you want to take your job back? There's something here like there's a better job right around the corner for you. What's coming in? What is Cancer not seeing? What is Cancer not seeing? One more shuffle here. What are you not seeing? King of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. Leave the past in the past. Seriously, leave the past. Like in the past, this person is sulking. They're like sulking because you won't take them back. There's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's coming in. We have Aries here in the Emperor. We have Leo energy in the 6 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is also Aries energy. What is this? 6 of Cups, new soulmate. Page of Swords. There's your information, communication. Don't take the past person back. I hate to say that to you. I hate to say that to you. Because some of you watch tarot waiting for the past person to come back. And I'm not telling you they won't come back. They will. We're about to head into Mercury retrograde, I think on November 8th or 9th. So odds are they will come back. And you can take them. You don't have to take them. You have the divine gift of free will. But if you stay the course and move forward, you have someone new or something new. I will spit on myself. You have something new or someone new coming in. Tell me more about the new. This is like karmic justice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Tell me more about the new. Queen of Cups, the Strength card, more Leo energy, and the 5 of Wands. For some of you, you have a new opportunity and a past opportunity coming together at the same time, presenting themselves to you at the same time. And you may have some internal conflict about this. I also think at some point in time, you manifested this past person to come back. You forgot to cancel your manifestation. Just saying. So some of you do have a past person coming back. And then you have a new opportunity coming in as well. And there's going to be some internal conflict because you're not going to know which one to go with. And look, you have the divine gift of free will, but the 4 of Pentacles is someone who's stuck in a comfort zone. And this is telling you to get out of that comfort zone. The past has already shown to you its capability. There's no need to return to it. You know what I mean? Like if it was that fair and that balanced and that good, you wouldn't have been so miserable or so heartbroken, or it wouldn't have ended. Can we get advice for Cancer here? Advice for Cancer. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice, 2 of Swords. You do not see it coming now. Page of Cups, a new opportunity, and the Fool, a new beginning. Look, you have the divine gift of free will. You can continue to invest in the manifestation of trying to bring back that person or that opportunity. If they're still in your life and you want to continue investing in that connection or whatever it is, you're welcome to do that. At the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will. But if you choose to let them go and let them go with peace, and you do that full moon ritual on November 5th and that full moon in Taurus, and you let them go once and for all, and you say to the universe, I'm ready to step out of my comfort zone. Bring me what's next. Bring me who's next. Bring me my next opportunity or my next soulmate. you know, whatever is best for my highest good. You don't see it coming. The new opportunity comes in. But it does require you to fully let go of the past. And that means not even watching tarot readings, like as a cross watcher to see what they're up to. You got to totally disconnect. But if you can do that, the new comes in. So it's literally out of sight, out of mind, out of heart. And you have to be ready to do that. Not everyone's ready to do that. I would, if you are ready, I would do that full moon release next week on the 5th. Let that person go. You can go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com. There's a full moon ritual. It's free. It's on the resources page. I would get all my stuff ready this week. Let this person go. Let the new opportunity come in. It's literally waiting for you. Okay. That's what I have for you, my dear. Those are your messages for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they've resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And so I read for you again. I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. I hope that you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 222, my favorite number. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. This week, my dear, you are balanced. Message from the universe. Focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. I would be very careful of your thoughts this week. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing. With every thought, you're creating your future. Your thoughts this week will be incredibly powerful in terms of manifestation. Even if you don't feel like you're physically manifesting in that moment, like you're like, well, Jen, I'm not consciously doing it. No, it's like your thoughts will become your reality this week, okay? Be mindful of that. Release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations or resentment that you may be holding on to. I remember that from your reading. Release it from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Hallelujah. This is like a double, triple down on that message that I just did the other day for you. The way forward is open, card number 32, and it leads you to joy. Literally says joy with 2 exclamation points up here. This is your message from Archangel Michael. You are not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. Moonology card here for the week. Bring love into this situation. New moon in Aquarius. Well, Aquarius is about detachment. I think you need to love yourself to fully detach from that individual or individuals. But there's some resentment there in the Leo collective. And I think if you can release that and start, first of all, I think just releasing that person, like the way forward now is open. Card number 32, 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 is all about change. So I think then you start seeing some rapid changes, and it's almost like your manifestations, because you'll be so much better balanced when that energy is fully released from you, that then like what you're thinking, what you truly want, you start working on it, it comes in like quicker than you realize. Okay. I like this. Very positive. Tell me more about this here for Leo. What else do they need to know? Yeah, detach. Bring love into a situation. Love yourself enough to let go of the hate, the resentment. If you end up seeing something about that person online where they're happy and they're in a new relationship or they got a better job or whatever, be happy for them. I'm so happy that my ex-husband is in a great relationship. I'm so glad he learned from the failure of our connection to now he can show up as a better partner. I love that he's like so happy. In the beginning, had a little resentment. It's like, why can't you do those things for me? But now I'm really happy because he really has become the person he should have been all along. And it's like he was a teacher for me. I was a teacher for them. So look at it that way. When you're releasing this person, release them not only like that resentment, release it knowing that you were a teacher for them and that hopefully in time they will get better too. They were a teacher for you. You were a teacher for them. It's a very positive way to look at connections in our lives, in our life that has come to an end. So I would see it that way. Thank you for the lesson. And also you're welcome for the lessons I taught you. Okay. Let's get some cards here for Leo. One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Wands. Got to release that burden of resentment or pain or betrayal trauma, or maybe even just the energetic attachment to the person. Let them go. 10 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck to Chariot. I feel like you are missing some opportunities or have been missing opportunities. And I've shuffled all your cards. I think something similar came out in your reading. So some of you have missed some opportunities because you're energetically blocked. I think once you can clear the air, like the energetic space there within yourself with that Page of Swords. Even just like doing this small act of like a full moon ritual to let it go, I think it brings in the new very quickly. Chariot, King of Pentacles, the Tower. I told you very quickly. The Tower is Plutonic energy. Pluto rules Scorpio. We're in Scorpio season. So it's like something more solid or stable ends up coming in for you very quickly once you let go of that. We'll just call them that. Tell me about the opportunities coming in here. Yeah, the way forward then is open. It's like you are here. I love this. You're here. And then there's a little journey trail and it takes you right to joy. Go toward your joy. And don't let that hold you back. Tell me about the good stuff coming in. What can they look forward to? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The good stuff. Eight of Swords, the Lovers, and Temperance. Empress, Justice, Ace of Cups. Shut up. Shut up. Go do it. Free yourself. Make the choice to free yourself. You have Archangel Michael here with you. I don't want to make light of this. I know it's heavy when connections don't work out, whether they're platonic or romantic or even professional in nature. And I'm not trying to make light of it, but I'm just telling you, this is such a good energy. Like what's coming in for you is like a more solid and stable job, a new financial offer opportunity, a new romantic partner who is fair and balanced, who knows how to level up in a connection. You know, it's like the golden chalice coming your way. And the only thing stopping you is that. So you can make the choice to free yourself from that. So I would do that. And I would even incorporate a little prayer. You can do an internet search, like an Archangel Michael prayer. And I would incorporate that into the full moon ritual and let that Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles you've been holding on to for so long, that person, them, let them go. Let it go. Let all the hate or hostility or resentment go. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Isn't that like an 80s or 90s song? I think so. That's what I have for you this week. Leo, those are your messages for the week of October 26, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. I do hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 0. Fool card energy? What? There's no beginning and there is no end. So ominous. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new insight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. This week you are limitless. Message from the universe. If something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. If you're unhappy in your life, change it. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own life. You can have a new beginning at any time. Message from your spirit guides. Listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on this wisdom. Message from Archangel Michael. Make a decision. Card number 19. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance, pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. You have a choice here to do something differently, like a new chapter or a new beginning. And if you've been listening, like tapped into your intuition, it's been trying to tell you this for a while. Maybe you've been ignoring it. What's your Moonology card here for the week? Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Oh, we're going to have a new moon in Sag over a month from now. Yeah, in December. All right. Tell me more about this here for Virgo. What do they need to know about this? There's something here you're being called to do. And either you haven't decided to do it or you're kind of ignoring your intuition to do it. What is this? Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning. A passion project, a creative endeavor, launching your own business, learning a skill, expanding a skill. I don't know, writing a book. There's something. High Priestess. Oh my God, listen to your intuition, I said. So your intuition, Hangman. Ciao, please. Oh, you got the mood card here. Your intuition has been trying to get you to do this. I don't know what this is for you. I hate to be a vague reader. I watch tarot readings on YouTube also. And when they get vague, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. But because I want some realness, right? I'm watching for meat, right? And I don't particularly like doing my own readings, even though I do them. But I enjoy seeing what other people have to say for my sign, for my placements. And so I don't want to be that vague reader. But that Ace of Wands is different for all of you. Maybe some of you want to enter a love relationship. Maybe some of you want to take your current connection a higher level. Maybe you want to heal the connection. Maybe you want to learn a skill, learn how to play an instrument, you know, open up your own business. It's creative, it's fun, it's passionate, whatever it is. Your intuition is telling you to go for it, and then you suspend yourself. You leave it as a thought, or as something like on the shelf, or I'll get to that another time, or I'll think about that another time. And I feel like this is telling you, no, it's time to look at the bigger picture. There's a reason why you're being called to do that or to move in this direction. What is the reason? What is the reason? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What is the reason? Knight of Swords, the Death card, and the Ace of Cups. Oh my God, it will transform your life. It will transform your life. Page of Cups, the Star, and the Seven of Cups. Tell me more about this. How does it transform your life? This is why you're being called to do this or learn this or launch this. Or if like you're a business owner, expand it. How does it transform Virgo's life? Even if you're being called to like relocate, which is so interesting. I think it was the Aquarius reading the other day I had mentioned, like, I've been wanting to move for a while now, right? And I'm thinking within the next year or two, I probably will move. And it's like, you don't have to do it all today, right? I don't have to like pack up my whole house and move today. I don't even know where the hell I would go. But I could start today at inquiring, like looking at different towns. And that's sort of the vibe this has given me. So even if this is just like relocation for you, again, you don't have to pack up your house and move. But if you're feeling called to relocate, just start exploring that area online. You know, start looking at towns, start looking at the climate, start looking at the culture, start looking at, you know, the crime statistics. How far is the hospital? You know, what are the taxes like? What's the medium income? You know, it gives you an idea of what type of neighborhood it is. You know, start looking at photos and videos online about it, because this could even be relocation for some of you. But again, if you're being called to an area, don't shun that intuition. Again, it doesn't mean you have to do it, but you should at least start inquiring on it. How does this transform Virgo's life? Okay, you got a bunch of cards here. How does it transform your life? Oh my God, I shit you not. Seven of Cups, options and choices. Ace of Pentacles, three of the four aces now are on the table. Two of Pentacles, it'll help balance your life. You're being guided in this direction by Archangel Michael. And the Sun, 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Holy shit, I just got a bunch of goosebumps. I call them spirituals. If this message is resonating for you, please inquire on this more. Again, you don't have to relocate this week or launch the business or expand the business or take a crash course to learn this skill or expand upon a skill you have. Just start doing something, because what we're missing here is the Ace of Swords, which is the clarity. And we see the Ace of Swords here, like make a decision. So some of you are like, yeah, I kind of would like to move there. I kind of would like to do that. I kind of want to learn. It could be tarot. It could be learning how to play the guitar. And then you're like, you don't have the Ace of Swords yet. But I feel like it is a little passion inside of you that you do want to do whatever this is or open yourself up in this way. And I just think like this week, it doesn't have to be perfect, Virgo. I know that you like perfection. I love you. I'm your cousin sign of Gemini. And I know that you love perfection. It doesn't have to be ready to launch, ready to move. It could be like what I'm doing. I'm just starting to explore other states and other towns. You don't have to do it all this week. But if you're being called in this direction, please take the time to do it. Three of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. What is this? What is this? Why are we holding on to this? Let's let this go. Maybe we're too energetically focused on this. Maybe our mind is too wrapped up on this or this person if they were a Knight of Wands. Masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Some of you are waiting for that to come back. Yet you're being called in another direction. I would start exploring. Again, just start getting the information on this. 3 cards of advice here. You're limitless, and right now you are limiting yourself. 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. And Sagittarius energy is about being bold and brave, right? So look at the bigger picture. Bold and brave. And although this is like, you know, the archer symbol here, it kind of looks like the Ace of Swords in like a bow and arrow. So just, I feel like the clarity will come to you about whether or not you should fully do this. I think you end up doing it, but your first step here to doing it is you're going to have to start inquiring on it, the location, the skill. And then I think you start, the fire starts building, and then you start understanding why you're being called to do it or to go in that direction. So advice for you, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. Some of you are still energetically attached to someone else. Going to have to let them go. They're an energetic block to this. That's why you can't put all your focus here. You're too consumed with what this person did to you, this friend, family member, lover, group of friends. And you might think, no, I'm not. I'm totally over them. I don't want the past back. Oh, well, tell your energy that. And again, you may not want them back, but you're holding on to something heavy about what happened there. Resentment, betrayal trauma, pain. And I don't know, this could be from 30 years ago in your life, but energetically, you're still holding on to it, whatever this person or these people did. And I don't think some of you realize that this is a block to this. So you might be feeling called in this direction and you feel like, well, I don't have the time to look into it. I don't have the energy to look into it. That's because your time and energy, your thoughts are going into this. So I would release this. Advice on how they can release it. I mean, we have a full moon in Taurus on November 5th. You may want to energetically release it at that time. You could do a full moon ritual. There's one on my website. It's free, thetimelinetarot.com. Click on resources. Let's get you advice. How can Virgo free themselves of this? One more shuffle. King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. Focus on your happiness. Stay grounded. And I would also discover ways about this. I kind of feel like, yes, you should do a full moon ritual, because full moon isn't only about like releasing the person. I would release the betrayal trauma, the hurt, the pain, the disappointment, maybe even resentment or anger. Okay, because I've been doing your readings for almost 2 years now. I know you had at least one person F you over very seriously. You might not want anything to do with them, but you're holding on to the anger. If someone were to mention their name, you probably would get very pissed off. Or if you saw photos of them being very happy and doing well, you probably would like want to punch the monitor or throw the phone across the room. That's the bitterness or anger. Let it go. Let it go. It's a block to this. Once you free up your energy, then you're going to be more inclined to listen to your intuition and just begin to explore whatever this is. So get grounded this week, restabilize yourself, and discover ways on how you can have victory over that. And my personal opinion is to do that full moon ritual. Little long on your message. I apologize. Any other advice here? And we'll wrap this up for you, Virgo. Any other advice? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Swords, 4 Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. Let it go. I would cut it away. The King of Swords holds the Ace of Swords. The 4 Pentacles you're holding on. And the 9 of Wands is you're holding on to being the wounded warrior because of whatever this person or these people did. I would use that sword of truth, that sword of clarity, that sword of light that the King holds, and I would sever those ties. I would free yourself from whatever this person or these people did. That's your message for the week ahead, my love. And whatever this is, please start learning about it. Again, you don't have to do it all this week. It doesn't have to be perfect. But once you start dedicating more time to it, I think you're going to understand why you're being called in that direction. That's what I have for you for the week of October 26, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Please hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 555. Okay, your life is about to change. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. This week, you need to be optimistic. Message from the universe. You are safe and you are protected. The worst is behind you now. You are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned. It is safe for you to trust your path. Stay positive. It is safe. Stay positive. It is safe. Message from your spirit guides. Connect. You're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get new perspectives and to simply be around other people. You're in need of this right now, and deep connection will benefit you in many ways. So I would try this week to connect with at least one person, a family member, a friend, your lover, whomever. It could be a sibling, because your life is changing. whether by choice of yours or by force, because it's just happening. There's something here where you're going to need someone. And this could just be someone you speak to online, even if you don't have anyone in the 3D. It could be someone online that you connect with, or a therapist or a counselor, or like I said, people you speak to on forums or on Facebook. I would just stay connected to other grounded individuals this week. Message from Archangel Michael, pray from the heart, card number 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. So you got a big change coming here, my love. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Whatever you're going through, this is a week to start praying to your ascended masters, your spirit guides. I heard spirit animals. Maybe someone watching prays to a spirit animal. That's fine. Whatever it is or whomever it is that you believe in, I would pray to them, and especially to Archangel Michael this week for whatever divine assistance or guidance that you need. Your Moonology card, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Oh yeah, all right. Stuff's about to go down for my Libra collective. Stay grounded, pray ahead of time. Don't wait for the bad to happen, because I think for some of you, you can probably even pray this away or minimize what's about to happen. Because it says, prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. So I would start praying for divine guidance, divine protection, divine safety, because for some of you, you may not even experience this. That, you know, you ever go to like light a firework? Not that you should do that. I'm not saying that. But if you ever go to do that, even like it's just one of those like kitty sparkler things, and it like fizzles out and you're like, oh man, like I thought it was going to be bigger. So the fiery climax could actually fizzle out here, right? It could be a miracle that it fizzles out, or it goes in a different direction. Like you thought it would be a bad argument and suddenly you're compromising or negotiating with the person. So I would pray, because some of you will be able to thwart this or stop this or slow it down. For others of you, you're not going to be able to pray this away, but you can receive comfort from prayer while you're going through it. What is this? What is this? Stay optimistic. One more shuffle. Thank you. What is this? 4 of Cups. You have an opportunity coming in. Death. It will transform your life. 10 of Pentacles. It leads you to where you want to be. You may not like the path that it's, you know, the way that it's taking you there. Tell me more about this. Death is scorpionic energy. Something may transpire here that actually continues to roll for you until November 13th. November 10th, November 13th. Okay. What is this Ace of Cups coming in? There's like something good that's trying to come to you, and you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it because something in your life has to fall away or end. So what are you not seeing? What are you not seeing? And look, maybe you're watching this video and you're like, but I don't have anything that I got to get rid of. I don't have anyone that I have to get rid of. Are you holding on to bitterness or resentment? Because that could be an energetic block as well. So figure out what it is for you that you're holding on to. Person, place, thing, feeling, pattern, thought process. What's the new that wants to come in? 10 of Wands, something that will relieve you of your burdens. 6 of Swords, help you move on from your burdens. And the 7 of Swords. Libra, you have someone in your energy that you've had a few opportunities to get away from this person, place, or thing, or this situation, or this addiction, or whatever this has been for you. And you keep going back to it, or you keep ignoring the signs, or you keep staying in it. The universe keeps trying to redirect you away. And you're like, oh, well, I don't see anything. I'm good here. My head's down in the cubicle. My head's in the sand. I don't want to see it. What is this? What is this? Something keeps trying to move you away. And you either stand still, 10 of Swords, person, place, or thing, or a habit or pattern within yourself. Or like I said, you're holding on to bitterness, or you're holding on to resentment. 10 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You keep giving to something thinking it'll be okay. You keep giving this something thinking it'll be okay, thinking you could fix it, thinking you could fix the partnership, thinking you could fix the friendship. If I just keep investing in this business, it'll finally take off. If I, well, I'm buying $10 of scratch off tickets a week and I'm not winning the lottery. Maybe if I up the ante to $100 in lottery tickets, maybe then that I'll win. But it's like, it's not working. That's not how you're going to make money. There's something you're doing, something you're investing in. and you incrementally keep investing more and more into it, either time or love or money or energy. Like I said, for some of you, you're holding on to anger or, you know, bitterness of something that happened. You keep giving to it in some way. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords, Four Pentacles. Oh, I got to hold on. Justice. There you are. So I don't want to get too deep on the message, and I'm not here to berate you. I love you. I'm your cousin sign of Gemini. There's something that you're doing here or engaging with over and over again that is not good for you. It's not beneficial for you. And this could be any kind of overindulgence. Maybe you're over shopping. Maybe you're overspending and you're raising up your credit card bills. It could be something like that. And it's like you would have other opportunities to spend your money in otherwise, you know, other ways, like wiser ways, or to save your money for something else. And it's like you just keep, you know, spending money. It could be something like that. Look, I'm guilty of it. Amazon Prime Days was like a killer for me. So, but it could be something like that that you're doing, like something habitual like that, or drinking or drugs. It could be for some of you that you keep going to work and I'm not telling you to quit your job this week, but it's time to find another job because some of you keep going to work and you are underappreciated. You don't receive the benefits package or the pay or the hours or the promotions or the position that you rightfully are entitled to, that you are educated enough to have or experienced enough to have. And you're dealing with, you know, a very imbalanced situation at work. This could be a relationship with a friend, family member, or lover, where no matter what they do in that Seven of Swords behavior, no matter how much betrayal they do in that Ten of Swords behavior, you're like, well, if I just keep giving more, if I just be people-pleasing Libra, everything will balance out. So you're holding on to something quite stubbornly. It no longer serves you. Pattern, addiction, person, place, or thing. Because you're doing that, you're missing opportunities elsewhere. And for others of you where none of those apply, then you're just holding on to anger or resentment over something that happened, some betrayal here that happened in the past. And let's say this is with an ex. If I knew your ex's name and I said their name right now and I said, oh, look, here's my phone. Here's photos of your ex. They're now with this person. They're so happy. They just went to whatever island in the Caribbean. And if that would stir up disdain in you or anger or aggression, then that's what you're holding on to. So you're holding on to something and it's becoming toxic for you to hold on to it. And it's time for you to release it. It's time for you to change your life and let it go and pray for the courage and strength to let it go. Death card. Let it end and allow that release to transform your life because this is a block to the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Some of you are with someone or you were with someone who didn't want a dog. Some of you are with someone currently or in the past. You wanted a dog. They didn't want a dog. Something about a dog. I don't know. It's probably for one Libra watching. Or you wanted a pet. I keep seeing a white dog, but there's something like that. And it's like you couldn't even have a dog. Like this. And I know that seems so monumental. Or it doesn't seem so monumental, but like it is. Like that's something that you wanted and that person prevented you. You could hold some disdain over that, whether you realize it or not. So I would let go of any, like I said, betrayal trauma or disdain or hurt about that person if they're like a past person. Where are you headed? Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, and the King of Cups. You go. So I don't know who this person or these people are for you. But on the other side, Three of Wands is Aries energy. We have Aries energy here, full moon in Aries, right? Fiery climax approaches. Once you can release this, the new then can come in. Release the pain and the hurt and the resentment. Allow the new opportunities to come in, the new person, the new people, the new soulmates that you now can connect with. The type of person or type of people you've been longing for or praying for. They're on the other side of this. Same thing if this is a job. I'm not telling you to quit your job, but I am telling you to get out there in that Three of Wands and see what other job opportunities are out there because you have at least two that come in. Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the High Priestess, and the Ten of Cups. Shut up. Please do this. Please release whoever this is or create a plan to move forward, like find a new job or the new living situation or figure out how you can get out of this connection or let go of that pain and resentment or give up on that addiction, because something better is waiting for you on the other side. Something that is emotionally as well as financially abundant. Multiple options, new soulmates. All you have to do is take the inspired step to change this, to get out of this, to stop thinking about this. That means not even watching tarot readings as a cross watcher for that person's sign. It's like, who cares what they're doing? I hope they do well. They were a teacher for you, you were a teacher for them. And just leave it at that and send them on their way energetically. Let the good stuff in. And I would pray to Archangel Michael this week to help you do that, give you the strength and courage and the opportunities to walk away from whomever or whatever this has been, or like I said, to help you release energetically whatever pain you're still holding on to in your heart. And if you have the ability to get a dog and that person stops you from getting a dog, maybe you even want to think about getting a dog. That's something you could look into this week as well. I don't know why somebody needed to hear that. That's what I have for you, Libra, for the week of October 26, 2025. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio, my moon babies. I've been talking for over an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm going to take a quick break, have a cup of tea. This is the only break I've taken so far. And then I will come back refreshed and rejuvenated for your reading. Hello, Scorpio. Thanks for giving me that little break. Let's take a look at your angel messages now for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 21. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. This week you are inspiring. Interesting. So card number 21, 2 plus 1 is 3. So I feel like there's something here that you might be feeling called or inspired to work on, or maybe even collaborate with another individual on, but you haven't been doing it. Message from the universe. It's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. They're waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. Message from your spirit guides. Soar. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Message from Archangel Michael. Be a light to others. Card number 4. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. And your Moonology card here for the week, expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So there's something here that you want to work on, either on your own or with someone else, and you could feel called to do it, but then you're like, I don't know if I want to. I'd have to start over. What is this all about? Maybe you're afraid to start over. Maybe you're afraid to learn something new. Maybe you're afraid to put yourself back out there. What is this all about here for Scorpio? What do they need to know about these messages? Oh, if you're celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. What do they need to know here? One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Star. So this is wish fulfillment of some kind, or a dream or a hope here that you have. The Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. So I feel like this message is specific for those of you where there's something here that you want to learn. Maybe there's a skill you want to learn. Maybe you want to learn how to read tarot. Maybe you want to learn a guitar. Maybe there's a skill you already have and you want to improve upon it or expand upon it. Maybe go back to school and get a degree. Maybe you want to learn something about different religions or, spiritual beliefs in the world or something like that here. I think you would very much like to work on it. I think you've been hesitant to do so, but I think it would be beneficial to you to nurture that wish, that goal, or that dream. Tell me more about the Star card here. Because I feel like by you doing that, by you working on it and nourishing whatever this is, because the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing card, whether you're doing it out in the public or not, I feel like you are a light to others because it will shift the Scorpio collective. So I feel like the collective, all 12 signs, would actually benefit from you working on this. What is this? What is the Star here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Some of you might feel like I'm too old to do that, or I want to own my own business, but I think I'm too old. I want to learn that skill, but I'm too old. I want to fall in love again, but I'm too old. I don't think that should be a reason. I'm probably only one of you needed to hear it. I asked what the star is, the Fool. Some new beginning, where it says it's never too late to have a new beginning. Look, the Fool, the world, and the King of Swords, bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. So whatever this wish, this dream, this goal is, you can see it very clearly. You know what it is. If the message isn't resonating for you, then it's just not your message. You know what this is. You know that it would introduce a new chapter in your life. Source is telling you to start working on whatever this is. And maybe for some of you, it's travel. And you're like, oh, I'd love to travel, but I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I want to do now. I don't know if I can. No, there's ways for you to make this happen. There's ways for you to be able to come up with the money or save the money, create a plan here, a long-term plan to save the money to be able to travel or to go on that vacation or travel the world or open the business or, again, just learn the skill. You can see it clearly. You're like, this is what I would really like. Why are you reluctant to do it, though? Why is Scorpio reluctant to do this? I'm sure it's a different reason for all of you. I'm old, I'm too young, I'm not educated enough, or I'm not experienced enough. But I think by you working on whatever this is, you're a light to others. You changed a collective. Expect powerful change. It would radically shift the collective if you started nurturing this dream, this wish, or this goal. What is holding you back, though? One more shuffle. What is holding you back? The Empress, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. It could be something from your past that you're holding on to. You could be holding on to a past grudge or anger or resentment towards an individual, and that literally is an energetic block for you. For some of you, you're just being very fixed, stubborn energy. I know that you're fixed, but you might be leaning too much into your opposite sign of Taurus. And a low vibrational Taurus would very much be a Four of Pentacles, like very set in my ways, even though as the Empress, you are more than capable of doing this, learning this, opening this, saving money for whatever this is. But there's something here of like Four of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I'm very stuck in my ways. I don't want to change. As much as I'd like to do that, I don't really want to invest time, or I would have to change something about myself or my routine in order to do that. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, because I feel like if you can get out of that low vibrational fixed energy, because high vibrational fixed energy is wonderful. It's like I have that goal, I'm going to go for it. I'm obsessed with it, but in a healthy way. Like I'm obsessed with success. I'm obsessed with learning it. I'm doing it again. We are almost pre-shadow Mercury retrograde, so please forgive me for stumbling. I'm obsessed with success. I'm obsessed with saving the money. I'm obsessed with doing this, or again, learning this or opening up this business. You're more than capable of doing it. It's just changing your mindset. Like I said, high vibrational fixed energy is going for the gold, and low vibrational fixed energy is, it would require me to get out of a comfort zone, and I don't know if I should, I don't want to rock the boat type of thing, but you're being told to rock the boat. You're being told to do this. Can we get advice for Scorpio on this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Like, you would be inspiring. You would inspire the collective, even if no one else in the world knew what it is here that you're working on. 5 of Wands, the Moon, and the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my God, just do it. Just do it. I know that you have some inner conflict here, and there's doubts and there's fears and there's insecurities, but there's something here about staying grounded and doing it. Again, high vibe, right? 10 of Pentacles is high vibe. 4 of Pentacles is low vibe. So there is something here about going for that wish, that dream, that goal, because it does become a reality and it does become something sustainable, and it does end up changing the collective quite powerfully. And each of you are just doing your own thing. One of you learned tarot. One of you opens up your heart and wants to get back out into the dating world and see what's out there. Another one of you wants to launch a business. Another one of you wants to learn tarot. Like, by getting out of the comfort zone and being bold and brave, that expect powerful change card is like, it will ripple through all 12 zodiac signs. So I would definitely do whatever this is. Again, it's different for all of you, but I would do it. I would take a chance. I think this is a good week for you to start inquiring on what is it, if I can speak slower, what is it that you need to do or learn to make that dream, wish, or goal a reality? You don't have to do it all today or this week, but you can start inquiring on it. 3 cards of final advice here. I was telling Aquarius this in the reading the other day, like, we've been talking about like moving, and I've been talking about like relocating within a year or two. And so obviously I can't pack up my house and do it all today or this week, but I've already started looking at different communities, different states, parts of the world, parts of the country, you know, the United States that I live in. I'm looking at climate. I'm looking at property values, crime statistics. I'm getting older. How far is the, you know, nearest hospital? What's the climate like? So again, I just feel like it's telling you, you don't have to like jump into the deep end of the pool this week, but just taking those little steps there to say, you know what, it's never too late to start over. It's never too late to do this or learn this or go there. And I would just start exploring ways. I would at least do that minimally this week. Even just that will start changing the collective. And we're in your season. So if you're celebrating your birthday, I don't know if I said it, but happy birthday. But we're in your season. So this is a time for you to start transforming your life. And that in turn will transform the collective. Final cards of advice here for my moon babies. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Cups. Don't delay it. Whatever this is for you, whatever it is that you want to learn or expand or maybe go back to school or launch or visit. I just kind of feel like that Ace of Cups, that Ace of Pentacles, whatever this is for you, it's waiting for you. It's on the other side of doubts, fears, and insecurities. And that's why I said you don't have to jump into the deep end of the pool, but you can at least start taking little steps, because I feel like if you sit on this too long, you end up sabotaging your ability to do it. Like at some point you may run out of time, or you may run out of money, or other things start happening in life, and then it just delays your ability to get here. So I feel like your message this week is like, if this message is resonating for you and there is a wish, dream, or goal here that you have, don't delay it anymore. And again, you don't have to do it all this week, but I would get out of this energy here of like, I can't do it, or it would require me to change. Change is a good thing. For God's sakes, you're the death card in tarot. If anyone is good with change and transformation and rebirthing their life, it's you. So I would just start taking the incremental steps to do that this week. Yeah, soar. Don't be afraid to fly on this one. I think that you'll be very surprised with where you end up if you take this route, or you learn this skill, or you launch that business. That is what I have for you, my dear, for this week. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, Scorpio, I hope you have a fantastic week. Happy birthday once again. And I'm sending you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 44. Your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path with diligence and determination, and even greater success will come to you in the future. This week, you are supported. Message from the universe. If people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. Message from your spirit guides. Slow down. Life isn't a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. Message from Archangel Michael. Your vibration is rising. Card number 43. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Your Moonology card here for the week. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. Tell me more about this here for Sagittarius. I feel like there's something that you want, or you want to do, or you want to launch, and you want it like, I wanted it yesterday is the feeling. And I think this is telling you to take a little bit more of an earth energy approach. Just tell me, what is this all about here for Sagittarius? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What is this about? Four Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Ooh la la. Okay. So for some of you, it's in regards to a connection. And I don't know what this connection is for you, professional, platonic, or romantic. Some of you want to rush right in. I want to rush right into this connection. Or I just met this person and I'm already thinking about marrying them. There's something like that here at play. It's, I want to rush towards a business partner. I want to rush towards a lover. I'm tired of being stuck and stagnant. I just want to be with this person or fix the connection with them. Why are you being told to slow down? What's behind the Emperor? The Seven of Pentacles. Why are you being told to slow? The Five of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. Okay. Why are you being told? You're being told slow down. Don't rush towards this person just yet. This business partner, someone maybe you want to collaborate with professionally, a romantic love partner. Why is Sagittarius being told to slow down? Why are they being told to slow down? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Why are you being told to slow down? Death, Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Okay. The person that you have in mind that you want to run towards, the connection that you want to save, the person that you want to maybe become business partners with or collaborate with on, there's something like that. There's deception here at play. You're being told to slow down. This person is not the person for you. They're not the person for you. You're not seeing them clearly just yet. And I think that's why you need to slow down. I also think there's something that's about to be revealed about this person in Scorpio season. And then you're going to be like, oh God, I'm so glad I didn't take that job, or I'm so glad I didn't collaborate with them, or I'm so glad, you know what I mean? I didn't get my finances tied up with them, or I'm so glad I didn't attempt to reconcile that connection. I'm so glad I slowed down. All right, what is Sag finding out here? What are they finding out? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What are you finding out? King of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Magician. Five of Pentacles. This person is deceptive. So let's say this is a business partner. And you're like, I think I found someone. We're going to go into business together. And you're all hyped up. Your vibration is rising. You're like, this person is great. There's something here like this person does not either have the knowledge, like they lied about it, or they don't have the finances to enter this business partnership with you. If you already have a business, or even if you work for someone else and you were thinking of collaborating with someone else, the same thing applies. They don't really have the know-how or the knowledge. They either lied about it. I just heard maybe someone lied on their resume. If you're an employer, be careful of that. You might be thinking about rushing forward and giving an employee of yours a promotion. And there's something here about like maybe you need to vet them a little bit better, or hiring them for a job. Maybe you need to vet them a little bit better. Someone here may have lied on their resume. They may have lied about their finances. You might rush to want to give money to someone. There's something here about they may have been deceptive. They might have financial issues. I know that they're asking you for a loan, but this could be someone who really has no intention of paying you back, or they're just not capable of paying you back. And if this is a love partner, you want to reconcile with them, or you want to move towards someone new at work caught your eye or something like that, or it's a current connection you want to fix, slow down. Something's not on the up and up with this person. Seven of Swords to the Magician is someone who can gaslight. They're highly deceptive, highly manipulative, borderline narcissistic. This is an illusionist and not of a good kind. So this is someone who portrays themselves as an emperor, which was that card we saw in the beginning. So they portray themselves as being knowledgeable or loving or empathic, or, you know, they've got their money together. They're a stand-up person. They're honest. They have integrity. They're not. Whoever this person is that you have in mind about rushing towards and collaborating with in some respect, this person is not what you think they are. They're not what you think they are. That's why you're being told to pause. And in Scorpio season, this will be revealed to you. And then you're going to be like, thank God I didn't take the job. Thank God I didn't partner with them or put my money with them or ask them out on a date. It could be someone like you're very interested in. And then you find out like they're married and they already have 3 affair partners. Like it's something wild like that. Or again, this person, they look good and they smell good and they drive a nice car and you think they're financially stable and they're not. They're like in debt up to their eyeballs, and they would only be attracted to you or towards you because you're more financially better off than they are. And same thing if this is like a friend or family member. You might want to rush to someone's aid or even invite someone in to live with you. Whoever you're rushing towards here, pause. Something will be revealed to you about them over the course of the next 3 weeks. So I would be patient and wait and see what is revealed. There's some level of deception here that will be revealed to you. And at that point, you're going to be able to say, thank God. Thank God I didn't do this. Yeah, the energy is gaining momentum for like the truth to come out here. Okay, what should Sagittarius do at that time when the truth comes out? What should they do? One more shuffle here. Thank you. And it says like if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. This person might just be gossiping or spreading rumors about their abilities or their capabilities. Yeah, don't fall for it. So what should you do when you find out about this? 10 of Swords, end it. End the connection, and the idea of collaborating with this person or reconciling with this person. 10 of Swords, the Hermit, go silent on them. 4 of Cups, reject their offer. Reject them, reject their offer, reject their explanation. This person may try like digging themselves out of this. Go, no, 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 I didn't mean that. And no, your advice here is to end it, reject it, and go silent on them. Remember, it's just an advice spread. I want to see the good stuff coming your way after you move on from this. What is the good stuff coming to Sagittarius? I was almost going to say Scorpio. So maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio or they have high Scorpio placements. What's coming to Sagittarius after this? One more shuffle here. Thank you. And I feel like you're spiritually supported and protected from this person. So what comes afterwards? The 3 of Cups, Strength, and the 4 Swords. Bottom of the deck, Phoenix. This literally is the feeling of, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm rejoicing. I dodged a bullet. I'm so glad I had the strength and know-how and perseverance to wait, to pause, to vet them, to give the time for the truth to come out. There's a feeling here of like, I dodged a bullet. It also brings you into this new chapter here. Oh, look at that. Temperance to the Phoenix. So it brings you into this new chapter of your life. I feel like this may be a test here for you to see how far you've come. But I love this because this is you now rising from the ashes of either that disaster or a potential disaster, like if this was a new person. So I like that for you. You're definitely being told here to hold on and to hold off from this individual. So I notice in your vibration is rising cards, this individual is looking into the water, and the image in the water is not crystal clear, it's disfigured. If your intuition is telling you something is off with this person, you're right. You're right. There's something you're not seeing clearly about them. They're not fully revealing everything to you. So that's what I have for you for the week ahead. Whoever it is that you're looking to rush towards or collaborate with or give money or shelter to or a second chance to or 100th chance to, I don't know who this person is for you. Slow down. We have Mercury retrograde beginning. I know a lot of people hate hearing tarot readers say that, but it often does bring people back from the past. And I always look at Mercury retrograde as a time to pause. Don't enter new contracts, new relationships, or even revisit old ones. I would keep this person at arm's length until you actually see the truth here, because it will be revealed to you over the course of the next 3 weeks. And at that point, you're able to end it, walk away, and enter this beautiful new chapter of your life. And I think once you're in Sagittarius season, by the last week of the month, going into December, you're literally going to be like, oh my God, I dodged a huge bullet. That is what I have for you, Saggy, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. I hope that you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number, how did I get all twisted in this chair? Angel number 7. You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the informational and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. This week, you are brilliant. Yeah. Like we didn't know that. You had to rub it in everyone's face. Message from the universe. If you want to be more successful in life, your priority should be to focus your mindset on all that you want to attract into your life. Trust that more is happening, more than what you can see. Many forces are at work in your favor. Allow them to help you. Message from your spirit guides. Celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Maybe for some of you, this is the week you learn how to say no. If you watch that reading, do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. Message from Archangel Michael. Deeper insights are at hand. Card number 8. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. Moonology card here for the week. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Okay, what is this all about for Capricorn? Deeper insights are at hand. Something you want to do. Just pause. Maybe there's something here you want to do and you should wait until Sagittarius season to do it. Maybe it'll be more successful if you wait that 3-week period or plan better between now and then. What is this all about here for Capricorn? One more shuffle. Thank you. 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, Three of Swords, and Justice. So I feel like there's something here that you want to do, something you want to plan. Maybe it could be even something you want to learn or go back to school. I feel like what you're not seeing is that if you do it this week, it could be a heavy burden for you. Like you're not seeing how difficult or restrictive it could be if you do this week. There's something here about waiting the 3-week period if you can. Why do they need to wait? I feel like right now you should be like acquiring knowledge on how to do this or perfect this. And I don't know, maybe you're planning a holiday gathering, but it's saying like don't do it just yet. Just start planning. Don't get like ahead of yourself on it. It's possible for some of you, if you're planning something big around the holidays, within 3 weeks' time, you're going to receive help from someone else. Like someone will suggest or offer their help. So it's like don't scramble to do everything because you could have someone else coming in to help you. For others of you, there's something here that you want to do, and Source is asking you just to wait. 9 of Swords. What is this? What is it that they want to do? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Maybe some of you want to move. Want to move, relocate. If you can wait the 3 weeks, wait the 3 weeks. Or get a loan. Judgment. Listen to your inner calling. 6 of Wands and Temperance. There's Sagittarius. Whatever this is for you, it's a general collective reading. I hate to be a vague tarot reader. I watch the readings like you do, and I hate the vague readers. But there's something here that you want to do. Something here that you want to plan. And this is just telling you to slow down, because if you can wait the 3 weeks, come Sagittarius season, it will be more successful. Now, maybe for some of you, you want to have a discussion with someone. Just wait the 3 weeks if you can. Maybe you want to put together this holiday party or this gathering. Just wait 3 weeks if you can. It's like the luck changes. So either you get more assistance or help, or the person that you want to have this discussion or like negotiation with, they're more agreeable. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 7 of Cups, the World, and the 5 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like if you do it now, if you're trying to do this on your own, I feel like it'll be too heavy of a burden for you. It'll be too confusing. You won't know where to start. And you might just want to wash your hands with it. Like, let's say you want to go back to school, or you want to learn a skill, you want to learn tarot. I don't know what your astrological placements are in your birth chart, Cappy, but it might be something like if you do it right now, it might be more difficult. And then you're going to end up giving up on it. You're like, forget, fuck it. I'm not going to learn tarot. But like, if you just wait the 3 weeks, there's some astrological changes happening, and then it might be easier for you. Remember, we will be in Mercury retrograde until November 29th. And then like we're in Sagittarius season. So maybe it has something to do with that. Like communication would be off. And it would make it difficult for you because the only swords on the table are the 2 of Swords. So for some of you, there's something here that you want to do. And this is saying to wait because you might get so frustrated in trying to do it now on your own, or there could be miscommunication involved. And then you end up giving up on it. Like you get disgusted and you're like, you're done. So if you could wait until Sag season to do it, that would be more successful. For others of you, you want to have a conversation with someone. There's something here that you want to address. The connection with them has become burdensome. You don't want to lose the person from your life, but you want something to change. I feel like if you approach it now, while we're in Mercury retrograde, which I think goes from November 9th to November 29th, and now we're already in pre-shadow, at least this week we will be. There's something like don't have it now because there could be a miscommunication. They're going to, misinterpret what you're saying. You're going to misinterpret what they say, and it could bring an end to the connection, or just a lot of conflict, a lot of like needless argument that doesn't need to occur. What happens if, I was going to say Sag, sorry. What happens if Capricorn waits until Sagittarius season to do this? What happens then? One more shuffle here. Thank you. If you wait, Knight of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and the Empress, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. You're able to work on whatever this is. Again, you'll have more people helping you, or if you're trying to 8 of Pentacles, learn something new, it'll be easier. It won't be as frustrating. And if you're trying to have a conversation with this individual, it's a more leveled up, serious conversation. They're more agreeable. They're more open to negotiation, and there's no misinterpretation of what is being said. There's also an apology that is exchanged between you and them. So if you can wait the 3 weeks, I feel like, because some of you want to address this now or start on this now. And again, if you can wait that It's just 3 weeks, but if you can wait on it, I feel like that's what you should do here. Tell me about this celebration. In the meantime, I think there's something here that you can celebrate. And it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Something you did for yourself. Did you organize your pantry? Did you paint your toenails? Did you buy your favorite cigar? You know, did you say no to someone and stop being a people pleaser? There's something here that you did recently, and you should celebrate it. Maybe you're watching what you're eating now, or tell me more about this celebration. One more shuffle. Thank you. No matter how large or small it is. 9 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman. So you did do something recently, and it wasn't easy for you to do. Maybe you moved the furniture around in your house. You know, you did something on your own. You took the inspired action to do it. And it's almost like no one really recognized your effort. No one cared that the cupboard was organized. You know, no one cared that you rearranged the furniture, something like that. And I feel like this is telling you need to celebrate that victory. You can celebrate that. You don't need everyone in town to know what you did. You should be proud of what this is. And again, maybe just cleaned out your refrigerator. I don't know what this is for you, but you did something. It was a little bit challenging, but you took the inspired action to do it. You planned it out and you were successful with it. Or maybe it's something you're going to do this week. And in any case, whether you just did it or you're doing it this week, make sure you stop to celebrate yourself. Okay, Hangman, 2 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, treat yourself to something. You know, you don't have to blow up the bank account to do it, but you did something here, or you're about to do something this week, and make sure you don't sit on it too long. You know, celebrate it. And if you have someone you want to celebrate that with, you can, invite them. If not, the 2 of Cups could just be masculine and feminine energy within you. It's feeling really good and balanced that you accomplished this. In that respect, I don't think you should delay doing something nice for yourself. And don't spend a lot of money. We had 2 of Pentacles there, so you don't have to, go into debt up into your eyeballs here to celebrate this. But you can do something nice. Get your favorite meal, or make something nice for yourself, or watch your favorite movie. Again, whatever it is that you do for a little rest and relaxation. Buy your favorite cookies. Whatever that is for you, celebrate this in some way, even if it's something small. I think it will help to start boosting your self-confidence and your self-esteem. You don't need others to appreciate you, but you certainly should appreciate yourself. That is what I have for you, Cappy, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 666. Don't freak out. Oh, this is a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation, environment, or connection, and change direction. Change the direction of your thoughts so that you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. This week, my dear, you are centered. Message from the universe. One day, when you least expect it, you will crash into someone who will be so soft and gentle with your heart. You will be so glad that you kept it open. You will be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. This could be a professional, platonic, or romantic soulmate, but you have someone new here on path. Message, oh my God. I stopped this reading once for Scorpio to reheat my tea. I didn't F around with any of the cards. This is not AI. I'm real. There's no CGI here. Break free. I had a woman, I think she was cross-watching for Aquarius, and she was very upset in the comments. She clearly knows her husband has someone else, right? And he's an Aquarius, and she was cross-watching, and she was like, oh my God, you're telling him to leave me. And she called me like every name in the book. And I don't even how YouTube even like how they didn't censor that. I guess they don't. I'm a big proponent of free speech, but some of the stuff she wrote was horrible. And I was going to respond to her, and instead I just clicked hide user from channel, which is an option we have as a channel owner. So she can write 10,000 comments now on my videos. No one will see them. I won't even see them. I won't even be notified of them. It's just like she just poof disappeared right into the black hole. But she was so upset. And when I'm reading this like really long rant, I guess there's no character limit either. But anyway, I thought to myself, oh, no wonder he found someone else. I'm not condoning cheating. I'm not condoning cheating. But if you're watching this, I don't mean to laugh at you. But the message for your husband, the message for Aquarius is break free. That's a message from the spirit guides. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, and be you. and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Message from Archangel Michael. Have no fear. Card number 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, which is change. 666. Maybe you're in a very toxic situation, environment, or connection right now, and you need to center yourself this week and get yourself together and have no fear so you can break free and move on from this person. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings that are holding you back. I'm almost afraid to look at the Moonology card because I think this woman's going to start sending me death threats. I don't mean to laugh. Moonology card for the week. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Okay, that wasn't so difficult. Thank you. Tell me more about this here for Aquarius. Some of you are afraid to leave this situation, environment, or connection. You could be afraid of retaliation. You could be afraid of financial loss. You could be afraid of your reputation being mired or damaged. Okay, tell me more about this. This just got heavy again. Capricorn was such a light reading, and this just got heavy again. All right, Aquarius. What are the messages here for Aquarius? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Fool. Oh my God. Break free. Go for the new. Fool, Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Man, I don't know why this comes up in the readings. Some of you have a choice between two. Okay, you either have a choice between two people, or you have a choice between two jobs, or you're currently at a job or in a situation or an environment or a connection where it is structured and it is stable, but your heart is no longer in it. You no longer love the job or the industry. You no longer want to live in that community. Maybe you want to go from being a renter to a homeowner or vice versa. Maybe you want to leave this person and become single and just learn how to love yourself again. Maybe you want to leave this person for another person. I don't know. I just know that there's fear here behind it. There's fear of breaking free. There's a fear of change, which is so weird because you are the king and queen of detachment in tarot. The rest of us learn this from you. We learn how to detach in the interest of self-love. And yet with whatever this is, it's difficult for you to detach. I don't know. Maybe you went to school and you have a degree and you've been an accountant for 30 years and you're like, oh my God, Jen, I'm way too old to be a sous chef. Are you? I don't think so. I don't think so. I've been with this person for X amount of years, but they're treating you horribly. Otherwise, you wouldn't be afraid of leaving them. You're not afraid of leaving them because they're a great person. You're afraid of leaving them because what happens when I leave them? How does it affect my finances? How am I seen by others? Does this person, get retribution? Do they try to drain me dry in attorney fees? Tell me about the new beginning. I think this week you need to center yourself. Queen of Pentacles, center yourself. Queen of Cups, emotionally stabilize and center yourself. Tell me about the Fool card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Excuse me. Fool card. The Sun, Ace of Cups, and the Five of Wands. I don't know why you're internally conflicted. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Actually, the more I look at the Five of Wands now, this is starting to look like the Ace of Wands. Let me explain. Your new beginning. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. A new beginning that you love. This is what you want. Person, place, or thing. When this person climbs to the top, when you climb over the fear and you break free from whomever, whatever this is, look what is ignited and sparked up there. The Ace of Wands. I never noticed that in that card before. What is the Queen of Cups here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. I feel like your intuition is telling you to do this, but you're afraid. The Lovers. Oh my God. That lady's just going to send me hate mail now. The Lovers. The Knight of Cups. And the Hanged Man. She's a Taurus, by the way. So she made that clear in one of her many posts that she made on my page. That's why I laughed when I saw the Queen of Pentacles card come out. But anyway, it's not her reading. It's yours. So in this new beginning, this Queen of Cups will represent something that will come towards you. This is someone offering you an opportunity. The Queen of Cups holds the Ace of Cups, which is what you are in search of or what you're currently lacking or what you're currently desiring. I feel like it comes in relatively soon, whether you know this person or not. This is a job you will love. This is a community you will love. This is the love partner that you will love and will love you back. This opportunity is on hold right now. And the reason why it's on hold is because you haven't quite yet made the decision to move away from whatever it is here that you have to break free from. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles here. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles represents the situation, environment, or connection that you have been at for quite some time, that you have nurtured and taken care of. You have roots here. You've done this for a long time, but it never fully grew to the Ten of Pentacles. In fact, you're the only one at this point who's watering it. You then have the Five of Swords. You're internally conflicted about what to do with the situation, environment, or connection because part of you feels obligated to it. You feel obligated to nurture it, care for it, to show up every day. I mean, I could be speaking to an Aquarius where the job you have, you know, puts you in the public eye. I mean, the Emperor is practically sitting on the globe here. So maybe for some of you, you have a job that has you out front and center and you're desiring to do something different. You could have a very public job and you may want to go in a different direction. And you're like, well, what happens if I leave blank, whatever blank is for you? What if I cancel my YouTube channel or I leave the public spotlight? Or I don't know, maybe you're a musician. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want my privacy. But there's a fear here. Whatever this is representing, although you've been in it a long time, it is no longer satisfying. Your heart is no longer in it. We rarely ever get cups for whomever, whatever this is. And I try to be very empathic and sympathetic towards the cross watcher. And that's why I always say my readings are not for cross watchers because I will not sugarcoat my readings. I won't do it. I hate tarot readers who do that. And you end up in a loop and 10 years of your life goes by and you're like, oh my God, nothing has changed. And it's like, well, because you keep reading tarot readers that sugarcoat things and you get stuck in that cycle. And then you stay at the same job or community or relationship far longer than you should. And I don't want to be that tarot reader. So, you know, that keeps you stuck in something that's clearly unhealthy and unfulfilling and unrewarding. And so if this message is resonating for you, you already know what that is. Although you feel obligated to it, it's a headache to put up with it. And it's a headache to put up with it because your heart is no longer there. And at this point, you're the only one who's really nurturing it. How can Aquarius break free this week? Like, what is one thing that they can do this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. One thing you can do this week. Eight of Pentacles. Go to work. Go to work. Four of Pentacles. Go to work on letting go. Ten of Swords. Eight of Pentacles is a card of self-mastery. Knight of Wands. Take the inspired action to start working on your ability to end this. And I don't know how you're going to do that because it's unique for all of you. Do you need therapy? Do you need counseling? Do you need to speak to a trusted friend? But there's something here about starting to do the inner work, to learn how to let go, to be okay with the let go. I want to get three more cards here. Be okay with the let go. What does that mean? What's the advice on that? Be okay with the let go. One more shuffle. Thank you. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Be okay with letting go of this partnership. It's no longer in balance or whatever this is to you. Be okay with letting it go. Holding on would do more damage to you in the long run. It will affect you emotionally, psychologically, financially. Again, I don't know who or what that is for you, but I'm asking about the let go. You need to be okay with letting this person, place, or thing go. It is keeping you stuck, trapped, and limited. You're all wound up, tied up, and you long to be free. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know, or you don't sense, or you don't feel, or you don't think. The Empress, you're literally waiting to create a new life. So maybe take this week as like, since we're talking about pregnancy, like a gestation period. And yes, I saw Emperor to the Empress. So maybe that's what's waiting for you, right? Like the right match for a business partner or the right job or the right lover or the right community. Something that's more aligned to who you are, the authentic you, not the person you may portray yourself to be. Be okay with the let go. Three more cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Cups. For some of you, this is a third-party situation. Three of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant. Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to leave your reading right there. I feel like this is a spiritual journey for you that you are on. And I would also look at it like, even though I'm leaving this person or these people, I think the let go, thank you, the let go is easier if you look at it like I have fulfilled my spiritual role, my spiritual obligation, my spiritual contract to this person. And that contract is over. It was for a limited time. Most soul contracts in our lives are. The people that we meet or interact with or come into our life when we're 5 years old are typically not in our lives when we're on our deathbeds. Life takes us in different directions. They move forward in their journeys, and so do we. Almost every soul contract in our life has a time limit, a beginning and an end. You have a new soul contract on path for you. This one has expired or is expiring. And so there's something to look at it and say, I did my best. I fulfilled my obligation. This person fulfilled their obligation to me. I was a teacher to them. They were a teacher to me. Now I get to go off and be happy in another contract elsewhere, in an, take my path in a different trajectory, in a different direction, and they get to do the same. And I think if you look at it that way, that will help you with the let go. It's just that the contract's up. It's like if you have a lease on your apartment. You may love the apartment, but they don't renew your lease. That's it. The contract is up. And you can cry and kick and scream. And why? Why? The contract is up. You're meant to move on. You're meant to move elsewhere. And so I would look at it that way. That's what I have for you, Aquarius, for the week ahead. It looks like you need to meditate and contemplate on how you're going to move forward or move on from this. For some of you, you may want to plan to do this in Pisces season, which is coming up soon, couple of months away, right after your season. And so maybe between now and whatever that is, third week in February, maybe between now and then, you want to meditate and contemplate and create a plan for yourself on how to exit whatever this is so you can move forward in that new chapter of your life. That's what I have for you, my dear. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And, what do you call that? Hype my video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces, always saving the best for last. I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to take a sip of my tea because I'm losing my voice at this point. Dear Lord, I've been chatting for well over 2 hours. Okay. Hello, Pisces. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of October 26, 2025. Angel number 12. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways that others can benefit from. This week, you are a visionary. Message from the universe. If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such interludes, I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. So maybe this week you just need to chill. Maybe you need to think about the next thing that you want to do. Message from your spirit guides. Resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Message from Archangel Michael. Angels of healing are with you. Card number 2. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. If some of you, I'm not going to do a medical reading, but if you are having a medical issue, particularly with your heart or your, with your heart or with your chest, I feel like there's some resolution. I never get medical readings. I feel like you're getting some news. If you've been awaiting like test results, particularly if it involves like, your cardiac health, I think there's some news coming this week. So I would keep an eye out for that for those of you waiting for medical news. And your Moonology card here for the week. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Pisces. If you've been waiting for a resolution on something, I don't feel like there's much for you to do here this week. I think you just need to sit back and wait, and it's coming to you. This is like the Ace of Swords. The opportunity or the resolution or the offer, negotiation is coming to you. And then you'll be able to be bold and like make the next move, counter offer, accept, respond, etc., etc. For others of you, you're getting some kind of, if you've been waiting for medical news, I feel like it comes in this week, okay? The information you need is coming in. It could even be with a prescription. Maybe for some of you, your prescription has been out and something like that, and then this week they're able to fill it. Can I get 3 cards here for Pisces? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Sun, the Fool, and the Two of Cups. Okay, this is a really great week for you. A very balanced week. Definitely on the precipice of a new beginning. Like I said, maybe some good health news is coming in for you, or good health news about a loved one of yours. There's a resolution to a conflict here that you've been having with another individual. I don't feel like you have to do much here this week. Hangman. I said just chill. Just chill this week. I feel like a lot of things are getting ready to wrap up here in your life, and in a good way. In a good way. Tell me about that Sun card. And again, the Sun card could talk about healing. So I think for some of you, there is good news here on the medical home front. So if you're waiting for news, don't panic on that, okay? What do we have for the Sun card? We have the Ace of Swords, in which the Page of Swords holds. So there is information, communication, offer or opportunity coming in this week. 8 of Pentacles and the Hermit, something you've been waiting on for a while. I don't think you need to do much this week, Pisces. Is going to be a short and sweet reading for you. Not much to do. Information, communication, offer, opportunity coming in for you, and then you'll be able to make a decision on how you want to proceed forward. Tell me about that new beginning, that Fool card here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Fool card, clarified by Wheel of Fortune. It's the right timing. Knight of Swords to get that information or communication. 9 of Pentacles. Whatever information, offer, opportunity, communication this is, it's really going to enable you to now start moving your life forward. I think life will start speeding up for you now in the latter part of the year. We have, just a couple of months to go before 2026 is here. And that's why I think this week you don't need to do much. Just kind of sit back, relax, take it easy, do some R&R, rest and relaxation, meditate, focus on yourself. Soon enough, things are going to start taking off for you. Yes, because Capricorn is a cardinal sign. So whatever this is, I feel like it's setting you up. You'll be able to like be bold and make the move in the next cardinal sign we have. The next cardinal sign placement we have is Capricorn. So for now, I would just wait to see what this is, and then you'll know how to respond and proceed forward. Excuse me. But life is going to start speeding up for you. 3 final cards here. 3 final cards here for Pisces. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's news. Strength and the Devil. Okay. You're going to be able to get rid of whomever or whatever this is. Like if this is a toxic job environment, you've been putting out applications and resumes, this is the new job opportunity. If you have been having a health issue, there's something here. I believe it's good news or a way to mitigate the health crisis or the health issue that you've had. If this is a person and you've been waiting to like resolve an issue with them, this is the week that resolution comes in. Remember, it's not going to be exactly what you want, but enables you to clean this up and sets you off on a nice path. Like I said, by Capricorn season, your life seems to just be speeding up, and the Devil is Capricorn season. So I feel like this is telling you just like hold on and be strong. Life is going to start moving a lot quicker over the course of the next month and a half, 2 months, something like that, 3rd week in December. So if you can just hang tight for 2 months, things will start speeding up. But this week, I would expect incoming communication. That is what I have for you, Pisces, for the week of October 26, 2025. If you liked any of those messages, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hype this video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.